I was sitting in a leaders meeting and I heard somebody else talk about what they did to take care of their team. And I remember thinking in my head, damn, like, I wish I had a leader like that. And that was my reaction at the moment. And I'm not going to ask you to put your hands up because you might be sitting beside your leader. But my reaction at the time was because I was still in the mindset of other people and what they could do in order to help me, as opposed to graduating to the mindset of, man, I should be a leader like that. So if you had any of those thoughts, it's okay. But just to be aware of the fact that when you are that leader, then your people will also take care of you the same way that you take care of them. You know, like, we all work together in this country, and I've been around for a long time. Sometimes I take the lead, and sometimes I let the guys take the lead, and it's an amazing group of people to be able to work with. It's a huge honor. And over that amount of time, I've learned certain things that have helped me be able to be successful. So I'm not going to talk real specific about necessarily, the technicals of how to build a team or things like that, but I really just kind of want to share with you guys some success habits that you can use in our business, but also in life, in order to be able to have a great life. Like, we can say what our goals are as far as, accomplishments or things that you want to be able to purchase or have, and, I'm financially motivated, and I make no apologies for it whatsoever. We're here for a good time, not a long time, and I don't know how long I have, but I want to have fun, and I want lots of stuff to have fun with, so whatever, If you think that that's shallow of me, that's not my problem, it's yours, so I'm okay with that. We can set a list of goals like that, but for me, the underlying bottom line goal is that I just want to be happy. I want to have a great life. I don't know how long I'm here. Hopefully it'll be a long time, and, I'll have my memory the entire amount of time, and I guess if I lose it, I'm not going to know, so whatever. What I know is that I want to be happy, and for me, this journey has been more about figuring out myself and trying to understand why certain things in my life either helped me or hindered me. Why did I have certain beliefs about myself that were not necessarily great beliefs? And going through the field was the biggest professor that I've ever experienced. And it's the place that I learned the most, because I learned the most about me. Because there's the days when you're out in the field and there's nobody around. And whether or not you have the internal strength to keep shooting for your goals, to go take another no, to walk in the next door, to knock on the next door. It's dinner time. We're going to, I was a res dog, so I'd go and I'd knock on doors, and people are having dinner with their families, and I can smell it, and I'm out on the street in the snow, and I'm thinking, like, what the hell are we doing? All of these people, I'm watching all of these people have lives. But then the other side of that is that I'm watching all these people have lives, and I also don't see a ton of people that are really, really free. And I don't see a ton of people that are really, really happy to the extreme. So in order for me to learn how to be able to be one of those people, I had to, be willing to be taught and molded and learn lessons. So the field was the biggest professor. I met a ton of people in the field. I saw the way that a lot of people lived. I learned that a lot of the neighborhoods that I visited, I wouldn't want to live like that. I saw a lot of people's homes. I saw a lot of fights between husbands and wives. I saw a lot of people not be able to make a $20 decision to purchase a certificate because their budget was actually that tight. I saw a lot of people that, their relationships look strained. There's a 50% divorce rate. That says to me that people don't know how to communicate. We're really not good at paying attention to each other, and I want to have a different result like that in my life. I'm not married yet. I want to be, but I want to do that when I find the right partner, and I think that we all have the privilege and the ability to make choices for our lives. And the biggest thing I want to do is learn how to have a great one. And, for things that you guys have the ability to teach us, and that we have the ability to teach you, if we can share our information, have an honest experience, and really, really work our asses off in order to accomplish something, then I do absolutely believe that we can accomplish whatever we want to. And I do believe that we can have great lives. And I do believe that all of the people in the audience, as Teddy referred to them as, that believe that that's not possible, that's their problem. That's not ours. So, some of the success habits that I want to talk about, the first thing is that success is a mindset. And it's something that, I like the term, you choose daily. Success is absolutely a mindset. I've learned that I have to question my faith. And what I mean by that is I have to question the faith that I put in the things that I believe about myself to be true. And I think that, you know, the best comparison that I can give you is I now look at myself just like a computer, okay? So my central processing unit runs everything about my life. And, you know, I suck at taking care of my computer. Whenever the little thing pops up and it says, you know, downloads available, I'm like, oh, remind me later, you know? We'll do that another time. But sometimes I do the same thing with myself. Right? So if my health, if I haven't been paying attention to what I'm eating or what have you, and my health is not great, and, you know, my doctor says you have to, you know, start to do this or whatever, I'm like, remind me later, you know, I'll do that some other time. And I think that you have to make sure that you ask yourself, why do you believe certain things to be true, and why do you operate from a certain perspective? So I look at myself like a computer. Everything that's inside of this computer affects the way that I think. And when it comes to being able to set a successful mindset, there are really two things that you have to be able to be in control of. You have to be in control of what you think about, and you have to be in control of your emotions. Those are non-negotiables to have a great life. Non-negotiables. And that sounds something like that's, you know, a little bit daunting, but it's not if you simply put some effort into it. So the belief systems that I had to question when I was a younger girl, I was in school and we got put into these guinea pig programs. Did any of you guys get put into like an accelerated learning program, or, you know, they tried something out and they no longer do it, right? Yeah, I know. I'm really curious as to how come all of these accelerated learning programs no longer exist. And all of them are always new. Right? Oh, there's this new accelerated learning program for your kids. Okay, well, why is this one new? It's because the last 42 like kind of messed us up. You know, and that did not work. Okay, next. Well, I happen to be in one of these projects, so fantastic. They shipped us when we were in grade 7 to high school to take grade 9 math. So we went straight from grade 6 or grade 7 math into grade 9